Her two back legs. The one that's like already like she's limping on, it's laying right there, and his son keeps backing up. Hold up. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the podcast. We are back and we're better than ever. It's been a week. It's been a week here.
It has been a week.
You already know what's happening. We gotta get adjusted and shit. Whatever's going on here.
Gotta get comfy and set up.
Gotta get comfy, set up, ready to go.
Let's go.
Let me get a drink of water real quick. Now I feel refreshed. Refreshed. Okay, so we got some topics today. I got some people who asked me some stuff on my... Okay, so I posted a poll on Snapchat, and everyone, like, the majority of people, 2 people legit asked questions. The majority of people...
So what was the poll?
It wasn't even a poll. Was it a poll? No, it was just a question. I don't know. I asked people a question on my Snapchat, and I said, what do you want to hear on the podcast? Mm-hmm. And most of them were like jokes. Most of them were like, how long have you been on meth?
Wow.
And I've never been on meth, so I don't know. So, but anyways, furthermore, here's the legitimate questions that someone asked. The first question someone asked was, do you scrunch or do you fold your toilet paper?
Scrunch or fold?
What guy are you, bro?
This is like,
scrunch or fold?
This is intense. I am it depends on the situation.
What's that supposed to mean?
Like if I'm taking like a quick one, like if I'm in a rush and I just can't like take the time to like fold.
I feel like folding is quick. I don't know.
I mix and match.
I don't fucking mix and match. If you fold...
I mean, technically, a scrunch is kind of a fold.
Listen, if you fold, you have...
As long as your fingers are protected from scraping...
Yeah. From scraping in the booty hole, bro.
Yeah, as long as you like don't get poop in your fingernails.
Oh! And you have to scrub it out with a toothbrush, bro? Oh! All right, enough of that. Anyways, yeah. I feel like with a scrunch, you have a higher probability of there being a hole. But with a fold...
Wait, I don't know. You can get it thicker with a scrunch.
Yeah,
with the fold, you can like rip
there
through
could
it.
Still be but no, you could fold. You could just keep folding. But if you have
you gotta
scrunch,
like triple fold.
But if you scrunch it though, there could you could get like a bigger bunch, right? Yeah. But there could still be like a hole that your finger could slip through.
Yeah, I wouldn't do the.
So what do you do?
I do both.
Okay. I fold. I fold religiously, and I fold. I take the toilet paper and I fold it once. Right, and I wipe, and then I fold it again, and then I wipe, and then I fold it again, and then I wipe, and sometimes I actually fold it one more time.
How do you get like 4 folds on
it,
dude? You've got to be rubbing on something down there.
Swear to God, I'm not, bro. Swear to God.
Have you ever had that happen to you?
What?
Like you wipe and then you come out and there's like
no
on your finger.
No, because no.
Good.
But have you ever been in the situation where like you were pooping and then maybe you were at like a friend's house or something and you ended up only having a certain amount of toilet paper to work with?
Oh, dude, that's the worst.
And you had to like, and then you're like figure it out.
Yeah, you have to like calculate the squares per wipes.
You're like, but you have to, the first thing that you have to do is like find out what kind of poop you just had by having the first wipe.
Like if it's a solid stool, then you can use less toilet paper.
Exactly.
If it's like if you just ate Taco Bell and you had diarrhea, dude, you gotta like have at least like 20 squares.
Bro, I had one of those poops today where I was wiping and it just didn't stop coming. Like I wiped and it looked like it was getting less and I was like, all right, I'm almost done. And then I wiped again and it was like even more. And I was like, what the hell am I doing wrong?
It's so weird.
I don't know, dude. How do you guys?
It's like weird how we were like humans without toilets.
Wait, do you
from
wipe
wiping?
Front to back or back to front? Do it. I'm pretty sure you put me on back to front. Back to front's like this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you put me on.
But a lot of people like talk crap about that way.
No, you go no pun intended. No, but bro, I used to wipe front to back, and then you kind of put me on.
You can't get like a good wipe that way.
I swear
there's no
to God.
leverage.
No, and not even that. Like when you wipe front to back, you have the probability of like smearing it all up your ass crack.
That's true. But then the argument for the back to front is like smearing it on your privates.
Yeah, but you can't because there's like this.
I don't
lip.
even like pull it all the way up. I just like wipe it and I'll like look at it and then like just.
There's like a lip where
throw
your
it in
taint
there.
is though.
There's a what?
There's like a lip where your taint is. You know what I mean? Where your balls.
There's a lip.
All right, dude. What,
You might have
dude?
something.
No.
weird.
There's not a
What's
lip.
a lip?
It's raised more. Like it's like raised. Your butthole is like sunken into your ass, right? So when you go from back to front, then you don't have that problem of like, because that's the end. That's the deepest part.
Yeah, actually, it's like an incline.
Yeah, you know what I'm,
Yeah,
you know what I'm
I
saying.
see,
But
I
when you
see.
wipe from front to back, then you're going up that incline, and so it can just pull everything out.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on right now, dude? We're talking about wiping ass cheeks. All right, let's get
That's
on.
actually a pretty good question, though. I like that.
It is. I feel like a lot of people wipe front to back, and they should be wiping back to front.
I wonder, like, that's for males, though. I wonder what females prefer.
I think females. I think. Who did I ask? I forget. I think I asked my friend Jess. You know Jess. I think I asked Jess, and she said she doesn't wipe back to front because.
This is weird.
Yeah,
This is
we're done. We're
done.
We're like fucking weirdos, dude. All right. Someone else said, "What's the most embarrassing music you listen to?"
The most embarrassing music?
I don't think any music's. What's embarrassing?
Probably like some girly, like, I don't know, Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift. Yeah,
I don't listen to that.
she just came out with a new album today. Jess was telling me about it. She was like, "Yeah, like she came
Probably
out."
like
with a new
Meg the
album.
Stallion.
You listen to?
I like a few of her songs.
I listen to City Girls, bro. They go hard. You know what I'm talking about?
Are they the rap group?
Yeah.
Yeah.
City Girls.
Doja Cat.
Doja Cat goes hard, bro.
They're all. I like female rappers, but it's
Yeah.
like most men don't listen to them. I feel like
I feel like the female rappers that we listen to are like mainstream.
they are.
Like bigger ones. There's probably definitely smaller artists that like we don't know about
Right.
because we just don't care or like don't.
I hate country.
I used to like country. I like usually listen to it every summer, and I didn't listen to it this summer. So like and whenever I hear it, I skip it now. I'm
Yeah.
like off the country vibe. I don't know why. It just makes me feel like why are we talking about
Or like
tractors and riding
another thing
horses?
is if like you listen to like sad music, and then like whenever you have a friend get in the car and like they're like, "What's this? Are you okay?
And you're like, "Are you okay, bro?
Are you good?"
Are you sad? Are you having sad boy
Yeah.
hours, bro?" And it's like awkward. I don't know though. I don't think I ever listened to any sad music. What's sad music?
I don't know, like sad rap or sad like rock music,
Who's
like
that one guy?
alternative rock.
Not Lil Skies. Lil Skies kind of has like sad rap though.
Juice WRLD.
In Juice World, yeah, but everyone liked. Juice
Yeah, he's
WRLD.
like mainstream.
So it's like not even
It's not
like,
really
"Are you
that.
okay, bro?" It's like,
Yeah.
"Damn, this shit's fire." All right, let's talk about something
Oh,
else.
Lil Peep.
Oh, that's who I was thinking of. Lil Peep.
Yeah.
Not
All
Lil
of his
Skies.
stuff is so sad.
And it's like sad boy, like I don't know, dude. It's like deep.
It's like an
sad.
aesthetic.
Yeah,
I
that's
don't
his
know.
life. I go, that's his
He's
body.
dead.
That's his.
He's dead.
I know. I didn't know that. I didn't know Lil Peep was dead, bro. I didn't.
Yeah, he's
When
dead.
did he die? How'd he die?
I think. I won't stand corrected on this, but
What
pretty sure it's drug overdose.
was it?
Yeah.
27 Club, bro.
Dude, that's a
You're
thing.
like freaking
that's
out
a thing,
now.
bro.
Oh, shit.
Bro.
If you guys don't know what the 27 Club, let Brock explain.
The
this,
27 Club is like people who are trying to become up and famous and be successful, like with music or like acting, mainly music. But so you sell your soul to the devil, and to become famous and successful and get money and all that. But the rule is you have to die before you're 27. Which Mac Miller, it's happened to Mac Miller,
Yeah.
Juice WRLD, XXX.
I remember when Mac Miller died and Drew, my roommate, came to me and he was like, fucking 27 Club, bro. And he got all like sentimental about it. I was like,
Bro, I believe it, honestly. It's kind of weird.
I don't know.
It's more of it's because of the lifestyle they get in. That's what causes
It's
it.
more of like I don't think this is actual.
They start to get into
like,
drugs and like bad stuff.
Yeah. I think like people put like this connotation of like the devil sell your soul to the devil and stuff like that. I don't think that really, that's like a saying,
Yeah.
but it's not like something that's like actually like, it's just not actually happening.
Right.
It just happens because they get into worse stuff like drug overdoses and things like that, and like connections with like gangs or whatever the fuck, like how X died, he like got shot. I don't know. I don't know the details behind that either. So
that was wild.
Shit is wild, dude. People are dying all around us. But let's move on to this next topic. Right. I was in my car the other day. And I was like driving around and I was thinking about like sometimes I feel like I'm like stuck in this town.
There's another one of you.
Bro, sometimes I feel like I'm stuck in this town, and I wrote down, I was like, yo, like the only way to escape or to feel like you're escaping reality, I guess reality, I don't know.
Like escaping your problems is what you're saying.
Yeah, is to constantly try new things. And if you do not try new things or go to new places, your mind will become stuck in the place that you are currently in, and you start performing at a lower level.
Yeah, like a lower frequency.
Yeah, and you'll think that you're good just because of the environment that you're in.
That's why I like that one quote where you have to be like out of your comfort zone.
Yeah. It's like,
because if you're out of your comfort zone, then you're growing.
Yeah, because you're experiencing.
You're like learning new things, trying new things.
Yeah.
That you've never done before, and like.
There was a quote or a saying or something that was like, I think it was like, it has to do with sports and stuff like that, but it's like, I'm not going to ask like the slowest guy to race me. I'm going to ask like the fastest guy to race me, because that's like where I want to be. So like, like going to places that you want to be at. So like if you want to like move to Arizona or Texas or something like that, going and like experiencing that, like you went to Texas, you went and experienced it. And that was like, that felt like brought you closer, like spiritually, I can't say that word. Spiritually and emotionally and all that. Like your mind was there. You know what I mean? Whereas if we're just stuck in like, we're stuck where we are, like our geographical area, and we don't get out of this place.
It doesn't give you like new ideas or.
Yeah. And you're not even like being stuck like here, but like being, not only being stuck.
Yeah, but you can't talk about just like geographically. Like even if you move to like a new state, you're going to be in that town, but what's different though?
Stuck in your house.
You just have to have new habits, new hobbies.
Yeah.
Doing new things, meeting new people. The location doesn't mean everything.
Yeah, but the location does have some play. It helps
create opportunity.
I think that the thing is, I feel like a lot of people, when they don't,
it like opens up a door.
Yeah. Well, one reason I want to move out of Indiana is because like people who like stay here or stay around like their hometown their whole life, I feel like they don't excel.
They don't experience
as
life.
Much. Yeah. And people who like move out and move and experience different places like excel like a lot more than other people. And that's because they had to like go and establish themselves like somewhere else instead of being like where they're comfortable. Right. Like you said earlier, like get out of your comfort zone, like physically and emotionally and in relationship sense and all of that.
I was watching like, this is kind of relatable, but I was watching like another podcast about this really famous guy who like just went through a bunch of stuff, like hardship.
Yeah.
And he's like, your pain tolerance, there's like a governor on it. Like, you know how in a car, like, it would only go to a certain speed limit and it'll just stop and it'll just keep trying to go, but it can't.
Yeah.
But he's like, with the pain, you have like a governor of how much pain you can take. But like once you break through like that pain governor, you can like just handle anything. And like,
that's when you start
to like destroy everything and just like
destroy everything. And you just fucking excel.
Because then like nothing can stop you.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
Nothing can bring you down.
I feel like that's the
like
thing
instead of like avoiding the pain and like your problems,
and like capping yourself,
and just like
off.
trying to find ways around it to avoid them instead of like just going through them and just like full force.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people
you grow like a lot more, and then you're like
do that.
You're stronger.
I feel like a lot of people do that, especially with like certain social situations, with like when people like aren't comfortable with like speaking to a crowd or something like that. Like people do that and they just like decide like not to speak or do something like that. When in reality, like if they just like powered through it, then like now they have like this new skill that they can like apply to everything else.
Yeah, that guy I was just talking about, he was like, yeah, I have a stuttering problem, but did it stop me from coming on this podcast? No.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna let my let my pain tolerance or governor like hold me back.
Is that the comedian guy?
No.
Is he a comedian? I know a comedian who has like a stutter, but he's like fire. Like when he tells jokes and stuff, he starts to like flow. He like doesn't stutter.
Mm-mm.
It's like crazy, but I don't remember what his name is.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, take off that governor.
Yeah, dude, just excel. It's like holding you back in life. You just go.
You just go straight through it, bro.
Whether if you're just like.
That's a good way to think about it, though.
Like, even, like, if you're just at the gym, like, doing, like, a set, but, like, you're trying to do, like, 15 reps, but you're, like, failing at the 12th rep.
Yeah.
You just have to, like, fight through it.
Yeah.
And just keep going to that 15th rep.
And literally just, like legit,
because then,
push yourself.
just those 3 extra reps are just going to help you, like, mentally, and they're going to help you grow more.
Yeah.
Like, physically.
And having that mindset of like
having that mindset of pushing through, not giving up, applies to everything.
Yeah, and then it just trickles down through life.
Yeah,
but also like that, if you go into a set and you don't have, like, say you're going for 15 reps and you end up hitting 12 reps, right? But you go into it without that mindset, or you're like going through the reps and you get closer to 12 or whatever, and you're like, oh, well, I hit 12 last time. Like, this is good enough.
Yeah. That
like,
good enough mindset isn't good enough.
It's not good enough to be successful, bro. No, but that, like, going into it and thinking automatically, like, yo, I'm pushing myself through. Like, I will get 15 reps.
Yeah.
It's you like, tell yourself, like, but, like, a lot of people, like, they'll be like, yo, I'm getting 15 reps. Right,
and
but they don't believe in themselves.
Yeah, they'll get to that 12th rep, like, I'm pretty sure this is good enough.
Exactly, and then people give up because they let that governor take over.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't like continuously push themselves through the workouts.
Mm-hmm.
I think that applies to everything in life, like you said, but that obviously applies a lot to, like, fitness. And I hate when people complain about, I'm not fucking doing this or doing that, or I can't bench this or bench that. Well, you probably haven't tried. You know what I mean? Like, you probably really haven't tried.
Complaining about what?
They'll be complaining about, oh, like, I don't have a strong bench press, or I don't have a strong squat, or I don't have a strong deadlift.
It's because you're not working.
It's because they're not
hard enough.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You're not going through the links, but you're not taking it off governor mode, bro.
Take off the governor.
You need to flip the switch, pal. God. Damn, that was deep. How far are we into this? Oh, we're already 17 minutes in, bro. That's holy crap.
These fly by.
I swear to God, bro. When we start talking about inspirational stuff, we like. It's like
we get on a tangent. We just can't stop talking about it.
Everyone's an idiot.
That's because this is how we talk when we're off camera too.
I know, and that's why
we
it
talk
flows.
like just like this off camera, basically. I mean,
and if
once we get into like a topic like this,
yeah,
we just like talk about it,
and then it just flows.
Yeah,
and this is like natural. So I was in some interviews today for some jobs, right? And they like, one of them had like a podcast, and I told them about our podcast, and I was like, yeah, I do podcasts. I do with my friend Brock. And they were like, oh, like, that's awesome. They're like, what's it about? And I was like, damn, bro. I was like, yo, we talk about all kind of shit. So I told them the name of the podcast. I was like,
Flat Out Podcast.
Yeah, I was like, it's Flat Out Podcast. So we say everything flat out. I was like, we don't hold back.
Right.
And that's like the farthest I told them, because I was not about to tell this. Just like,
don't even give them the link.
Yeah, no, I didn't at all. I mean, obviously you can look up my name, but like, don't give them the link, bro. They like see me on this podcast, like, talking about how to wipe an ass. They're like, yo, like, this guy is not the candidate we want, dude.
I don't think they would do that, though.
I'm taking my shoes off, dude. I'm getting comfortable in here.
Yeah. Get cozy, man.
I'm like, listen to this toe crack. Hold on, wait for this one. Ooh, that was crispy. So let's pull up another topic. Okay. Oh, dude, I totally blanked out on this last podcast. I didn't tell you. I haven't told you yet. I haven't told Brock, We don't talk about anything until a podcast happens. Anything that's like serious or like a story or that could be drawn out and depicted a certain way by viewers or something. Whatever, dude. We don't talk about it until a podcast.
Yeah, because then it's easier. It's better reactions and more to talk about.
Because if I already told him, he'd be like, oh yeah. Like a fake reaction. No, dude, we want generosity. That didn't even fucking make any sense. We want
authenticity.
You said authenticity. So about 2 weekends ago, right?
Yeah.
When was Halloween? 3 weeks? 2 weekends ago.
Yeah. 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, whatever. So I'm with my girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And I won't say her name yet because I'll have her on the podcast eventually. But so I'm with my girlfriend, and there's like she comes over to my house. There's no parking spots on the street whatsoever. So I'm like, okay, maybe you can park in Mark's driveway. Mark is our neighbor.
Yeah.
I'll say his name because Mark is a very generic name, whatever. Anyways, so I'm like, let me go over and ask him. So I go over to ask him. I'm on his front porch, and this guy talks a lot. So this guy's like rambling on. He's like telling me, listen, he rambles so far on that it gets to the point about where he's talking about him and his wife going to France. Okay, that's what the fuck happened. That's what I was like, bro. What the fuck? I asked you. I came over here to see if my girlfriend could park in your driveway, and we're talking about France. What the fuck just happened? So, anyways, he's talking about France. Okay, he has this dog, Winnie. You know Winnie, right? Okay, the white dog in the neighborhood. She's like an older white dog, and she limps and stuff like that.
Yeah, she like walks around.
Yeah, so she's 17, right?
That's old.
She was an old ass dog, dude.
That's really old.
She's walking. She walks out of the house, and she walks down the steps, and she's just hanging out, doing her thing, limping around, whatever she does. I don't know. She's an outside dog and goes to people's houses and stuff. And so Mark's talking to me, and then I'm on his porch, and he's on his porch as well, but he's kind of like where the edge of the house is. So I'm past the house on the porch, and he's like he's on the porch, but he's not, can't see around the corner.
Oh, I can start to see where this is going.
And it's fucking sad, dude. And this was fucking depressing. But this is life, and this is a flat out podcast, and I'm telling this flat out, this is what happened. So I'm talking to Mark, and I see his son walk out from the garage and get in his car.
His own son?
his own son walks out of the garage and gets into the car, dude. And his son starts backing up down the driveway. And I didn't know where Winnie was. I didn't know where Winnie is the dog.
Winnie's the dog.
If you're confused. Winnie is the dog. Winnie walked down the steps. She's wandering around, I don't know, doing whatever. His son is backing up down the driveway very slowly. He's not backing up fast. Okay, so kudos to him for not speeding down the driveway. But he's backing up slowly. Doesn't see the dog. Okay, this is where, I'm sorry, but like comedy is like the fucking way to like, I was fucking depressed in this moment, I'll be honest. But, so he's backing up down the driveway. Doesn't see Winnie. The back bumper of the car hits Winnie. And she already has a limping leg. She knocks over.
Did you see? Were you watching this happen?
I watched all of this fucking happen. It was a slow.
All right, that's worse. If you watched it happen,
fucking depressing,
so much
dude.
Worse.
It was sad. So when he gets hit by the bumper of the car, she's already limping. She is falling. She fell over, right? In the middle of falling over while the car's still rolling. And she's fallen over now with her legs, her two back legs. The one that's like already like she's limping on, it's laying right there. And his son keeps backing up. And slowly, but surely, rolls almost completely over the dogs. I didn't hear any cracking. I didn't hear anything. But I just watch her, and I watch her fall over, and then start to get rolled on by the car. And she didn't even cry. She grunted. She was like, and grunted, right? And then his son realized that he was rolling over something. right? Okay. So this dude,
that's the worst.
Listen,
dude.
and I'm talking to Mark on the front porch, and these are my exact words.
Was Mark watching too?
Yes, these are my exact words as I'm watching this happen. I turn around, because I'm watching his car back down, and then I see Winnie. I'm like, yo. And then he was going slow. Like, he was going slow enough to the point where I was like, yo, like, he's probably going to stop. Right? Because it looked like he was almost coming to a stop. He's going so damn
probably
slow.
Gonna stop. He sees his dogs there.
But he bumped Winnie, ran over Winnie. Not fully, but, like, started running over,
on her
like,
legs.
Obviously hurt her back legs. Right? And she grunted, and she was, like, didn't know what the fuck just happened. And I just sat there, and I was like, bro, what? And dude, I like sometimes like beat myself up. I'm like, yo, I should have like fucking yelled, like, fucking
you could have
stop, like,
Yeah.
you know what I mean?
Dang.
But I thought he was stopping because he was going so slow.
Yeah, it's
But
not
then-
your fault.
I know, but then he just kept rolling, and I was like, what the fuck?
He kept going.
He didn't roll all the way over her. He kept rolling, like rolled over her legs, and then kind of like didn't roll back over them, but rolled away from them. And then she got up and kind of limped around. She got up with her front legs and kind of limped around a little bit, and then she just laid on the ground, and she put her head down on the ground, laid on the ground, and just sighed like a distress like sigh.
Like,
and
she was dying.
Yeah, and like she knew that like that was her final.
That was bad. That was
she
it. She knew that was bad.
So that was,
and then what happened?
Immediately after that, Mark was like yelling, and I like, obviously to him, like, he's had this dog for 17 years, and that was his first dog, and he was like yelling at his son, and he was just yelling, just yelling like, ah, you know what I mean? Like, just kind of like expressing,
just letting out his emotions,
just letting it out.
Dang.
And I was like,
that's sad.
And then I was set with this situation of trying to get out. Because I had to, like, I was trying to catch a shuttle, which was at 9 o'clock.
Now Ryan, sorry. Now your girlfriend couldn't park
Whatever.
there.
It doesn't matter. Her name's Ryan. She'll be on the podcast. But, yeah, so I'm like, yo, I kind of have to leave now. And I'm like in fucking shock. I'm like, yo, what the fuck just happened?
That's wild.
And I was just kind of like, what do I do now? But my mind was already set on like, yo, it's almost 9 o'clock. I have to go get to the shuttle. It's like 8:30 right now. Right. And so I was like, okay, I have to leave. But I kind of sat there with her for a little bit, and I pet her on the head.
It's like, say your goodbyes.
Yeah. And I was kind of like, you're going to be okay? Because Mark was inside yelling, and then his son was kind of just like out there, and his wife was out there too, but she was just kind of looking in distress. And then I said, I hope you guys I was like, guys, just please try to have a good night. That was like the best I could sum it up to like.
Yeah, I don't know how you like.
How do you exit that?
How do you close that?
Situation? You know what I mean?
How do you leave that situation?
Like, I just watched this guy's dog get ran over by his son.
That is so bad, dude.
And then I don't know how to react.
That's
in that
a lesson
situation.
though for the audience.
Yeah.
Make sure you check if you have a dog that's an outside dog.
Dude, get a backup camera.
Make sure you just know it's not behind you when you back out.
Yeah. Look in your mirrors.
So did she end up? What happened to her?
So I saw him the other day, and he had to put her down. But I saw him, and he came to terms with himself.
Yeah.
In the moment, he was obviously like,
yeah,
he was pissed at his son. He was just
He's
mad.
realizing that's just what happened.
Yeah.
And like that's what fate ended up being.
He was like, I really didn't want her to go out like that, but like that's how
that is a bad way to go out.
Yeah. So it kind of
was he mad at his son?
I don't know. I like obviously
Do you think
in the
he
moment,
has the right to be mad.
Like to a certain extent.
There's like a certain extent, like you can have like the first initial anger,
yeah,
but then after that you can't just like
I don't
keep being
think he should
angry at
hold a
him.
grudge.
Yeah, like it wasn't his fault really.
Like it was, but
but like he didn't know. It wasn't purposeful.
It was dark, and the car didn't have a backup camera.
Yeah.
Right, and like the mirrors, like it was dark outside. You couldn't really see anything. So,
well, I hope that they get through that hard time.
Yeah. So I had
Maybe
to
they'll get a new dog then.
I had to escape that situation. That's what I told him, dude. I saw him, and I was like, "Yo," I was like, when some of my dogs died, like I went like max a month without another dog, and he was like, "So what you're telling me is I got a month. And I was like, yeah, bro.
You got a month.
So he was kind of like, he came to terms with it, and he's like feeling better.
Yeah.
So I was like, I hope you get another dog, to be honest.
Yeah.
So that was a sad story that I meant to tell. Like,
wow, now I'm sad.
So, but it's like 30 minutes now.
It is.
So I think we'd probably be wrapping up the podcast, dude.
Maybe we should do one more topic.
We doing one more topic? You want to do like a short topic?
Yeah, just do a quickie.
I don't know if there's any other quick topics, bro. Like, some people, not that many people ask questions. Yo, if you're watching this and I ask if, like, what you want to hear on the podcast.
Hey, shout out Kev.
Yo, shout out
on
Kev.
the last video.
Shout out Kev.
Hashtag men's mental health awareness.
That's what I'm saying. No, you don't realize Kev has been following me for, I don't know
do you know
how
Kev?
long. I know Kev. We message on Instagram.
But, like, do you know him in real life?
I don't know him in real life.
Oh, so he's just a fan.
He's a fan, but he's like more than a fan. Like, Kev is like dope. Kev has like supported me, dude. like every video. I don't know since when, but like whenever a new video would come out or I'd post my Instagram story, Kev would legit like swipe up, or he'd like DM me, and sometimes he'd just DM me out of the blue, be like, "Yo, man, how you doing?" Wow. And then, bro, Kev is like a fucking G, my guy.
Shout out Kev, dude.
I would like, bro. We would talk to each other. We'd be like, "Are you good?" He'd be like, "Yeah, I'm good." Like, what you got going on? Like,
hey, Kev, why don't you drop a comment and be like, tell us what to talk about for the next
yeah,
what do you want to hear?
Topic,
what do you want to hear?
What do you want to hear, Kev? Yo, I don't know. He's a legit guy, though, dude.
Yeah, sounds like it.
That's all I know.
He's probably the type of guy to buy the food behind him in the drive-thru.
He would be, bro.
He would be that guy.
Kev would be that fucking guy,
Kev would
bro.
be that guy.
Very generosity.
I kind of want to start doing that.
But here's the thing. Do you know how much it's gonna be? Because what if there's a van behind you, bro?
It's like, you have to categorize what's gonna happen. If it's like a single mom behind you,
you have to like look in the rearview mirror. Like, all right, there's
that's a minivan. There's 3 kids in the back. Yeah, ain't happening.
Yeah, but with my odds, it'd be one person in the car, and they'd be going to get food for like their whole family. I'd be like, nice. It's like 36
I mean, you can do it at like
bucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah, it's even more expensive, bro. They get like, what if they were getting drinks for the office?
The other thing is, like, what if it's like a cute girl behind you in the line? Oh, and then you give the cashier your number, and they give it to her.
That'd be a great idea, but I have a girlfriend number.
I'm not talking about you.
All right.
I'm talking about anyone that's single.
Yeah, anybody that's single out there.
It's actually a good idea.
Maybe Kev's single, bro.
They don't know what you look
Kev,
like,
you can try that. What?
They wouldn't know what you look like, though.
They like call you. They like FaceTime you out of the blue. They're like, oh,
imagine
wrong
that's how
number.
your marriage starts is because you met that way.
Dude, a lot of people have marriage stories that like started like randomly like that.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy. All right. Well, what time is it? That was another topic.
Yeah,
whatever the fuck. We just went over like 3 topics.
That was good.
Okay, it's been 33 minutes and 13 seconds. I hope you guys enjoyed today's podcast. Sorry for the sad note, but life happens, and this is a flat out podcast. So like, this is what we talk about.
Yeah, we're honest on this podcast. We don't care if we hurt your feelings.
Honest Abes, man. Okay, we don't. Yeah,
I'm kidding. Not to that extent.
We don't care about your feelings. Men's mental health, bro.
We just
you need to
speak
fucking
truth.
check yourself.
We just speak truth, and if you can't handle truth,
then you
got the pain governor.
You got the pain governor on. If you can't handle being told you're fat, then you have the pain governor on, bro. You need to take it off and figure out how to get skinny.
Yeah, use that pain to get skinny.
Stop being a bum. All right, that's gonna wrap it up.
That's kind of messed up. But
what do you have? Do you have any final remarks?
Just make sure you have a backup camera. I'm kidding.
That's fucked, dude. That's fucked up.
No, just but maybe. All right, I'm gonna challenge if you're still watching this. Buy one person's meal in the drive-thru for generosity and just good karma.
Generosity, dude. Okay. Thank you guys for watching today's podcast. If you have not already, hit the subscribe button down below and like this video for more videos like this one. Hitting that bell so you can get notifications when we post more podcasts, right? So
we've
gotten some repeat listeners, right? And I'm glad you guys are enjoying these. So if you are, leave a comment of what you want to hear. Okay.
All right. Peace.
See you guys.